Okay, welcome to Lovins Reads Lovecraft 15. I've got my stuff. Let's see. A frog. And I have another frog. I have this stupid Disney toy. Pixar Toy Story. Okay. Buzz Lightyear, I guess. And I have this Toy Night. I'll paint that up someday. Mr. Spock, Logic and Prosperity box. That's pretty cool. My friend gave this to me. I've never opened it. Maybe someday I will. This is a little thing I used to have some pennies in. Can be used as a stand, perhaps for even Mr. Spock. You can just go like that. Now this was given to me last night. Lovecraft Country, a new novel from the author of The Mirage by Matt Ruff. I like the printing. It's old and worn, even on the back cover. So I'll take a look at this book eventually. Put it in with my Lovecraft collection. I now have 4 things. Okay. And I got these books, which I want to read. Yeah, as a video someday. Snow White, The 7 Dwarfs. Sleeping Beauty, The Lion King, Mulan, The Rescuers. It'll be fun to screw around with those books. Oh, I've got another bag of stuff. Well, elephant head. This is a rabbit my sister Liz gave me. I like this rabbit. I think it's a wash. Okay. Some silly black cat. I don't like this one for some reason. His face is too silly for me. This bear I like. I need a hug. He's very animatable. I mean, I can animate him. He's a cute bear. I like him. I got my spiky worry ball. Kind of like this shark. He makes a good puppet. That's from an old art piece. When the Gulf War was happening, I made Gulf War. Put all the soldiers in a jar. That's from a celebration of Super Bowl 50. The strip club Little Darlings in San Francisco, passing out free footballs. It's a terrible football, it doesn't even work. This is some kind of Star Wars sticker treats. Anything Star Wars I get, it doesn't matter. Pirate toy, I like this guy. And this is kind of a fun ball. Bounces. Squeezy. Okay. Let's get to The Tomb, which is the 3rd story in this Lovecraft book. The Tomb. The first story written upon his resumption of fiction writing in the summer of 1917. The Tomb is one of Lovecraft's most Poe-esque stories. Poe-esque tales, Edgar Allan Poe tales. He noted that the inspiration of the tale was a walk through a Providence cemetery where he saw an old tombstone dating to 1711, a date actually used in the story, and wondered, why could I not talk with him and enter more intimately into the life of my chosen age? The poem included in the story was written at an earlier date. The existing manuscript bears the title Gaudeamus, Let Us Delight, and is a surprising instance of a drinking song written by a teetotaler. The story first appeared in The Vagrant, March 1922. Sedibus ut saltem placidus in morta quiescam, by a person named Virg, V-I-R-G-H. Oh, Virgil. I'm going to have to bring some reading glasses here. In relating the circumstances which have led to my confinement within this refuge for the demented, I am aware that my present position will create a natural doubt of the authenticity of my narrative. It is an unfortunate fact that the bulk of humanity is too limited in its mental vision to weigh with patience and intelligence those isolated phenomena, seen and felt only by a psychologically sensitive few, which lie outside its common experience. Men of broader intellect know that there is no sharp distinction betwixt the real and the unreal, that all things appear as they do only by virtue of the delicate individual's physical and mental media through which we are made conscious of them. But the prosaic materialism of the majority condemns as madness the flashes of supersight, which penetrate the common veil of obvious empiricism. My name is Jervis Dudley, and from earliest childhood I have been a dreamer and a visionary, wealthy beyond the necessity of a commercial life, and temperamentally unfitted for the formal studies and social recreations of my acquaintances. I have dwelt ever in realms apart from the visible world, spending my youth and adolescence in ancient and little-known books, and in roaming the fields and groves of the region near my ancestral home. I do not think that what I read in these books or saw in these fields and groves was exactly what other boys read and saw there, but of this I must say little, since detailed speech would but confirm those cruel slanders upon my intellect, which I sometimes overhear from the whispers of the stealthy attendants around me. It is sufficient for me to relate events without analyzing causes. I have said that I dwelt apart from the visible world, but I have not said that I dwelt alone. This no human creature may do, for lacking the fellowship of the living, he inevitably draws upon the companionship of things that are not, or are no longer, living. Close by my home there lies a singular wooded hollow, in whose twilight deeps I spent most of my time, reading, thinking, and dreaming. Down its moss-covered slopes my first steps of infancy were taken, and around its grotesquely gnarled oak trees my first fancies of boyhood were woven. Well did I come to know the presiding dryads of those trees, and often have I watched their wild dances in the struggling beams of a waning moon. But of these things I must not now speak. I will tell only of the lone tomb in the darkest of the hillside thickets, the deserted tomb of the Hydes, an old and exalted family whose last direct descendant had been laid within its black recesses many decades before my birth. That's good for now. I'll see you next time.